Hello, my amazing viewers. You are all welcome back to this channel, Prof. 1 Tutorials. My name is Alfred Amprofi, and I would like to say a very big thank you for always having a good time with me here. Please, if you haven't subscribed, kindly hit on the subscription button and share to everyone. At this point, I want you to give me few minutes of your time as you go through this upcoming question. If you have any question, any suggestion, you are welcome. And wherever you find yourself, kindly take your notebooks, your pen, your calculators as you join me to go through this question. Let's get started. So this is WASSCE 2025 question 2. So we have the question on the board, and as I read, then I explain step by step. A stockbroker, Kujo, invested some amount into accounts which pay 11% and 10% simple interest annually. So over here we have two accounts. So account A. So in account A, the simple interest we have is 11%. So simple interest is equal to 11%. And then the amount we have in that account is unknown. So the amount is unknown. Now we are going to look at the second account, account B. Now in account B, the simple interest we have in there is 10%. So simple interest is 10%. And the amount we don't know. But the question said the amount invested at 11% is 140% of the amount invested at 10%. So now the amount we have in account B, I am going to use X to represent it. But the amount we have in account A, which has 11% simple interest, is, so this amount is, which is equal to 140%. That is equal to 140% of the of here means multiplication. So times the amount we have in the account B. So times X, because it's 140% of the amount invested at 10%. So this will be the amount and this will be the amount here. All right. Now the question continues by saying that after 3.5 years, he earned a total of 22,580 Ghana cedis, 60 pesos as interest. So how much was invested at 11%? So now we are going to use what we have here to find the answers quickly. So now let's start. So from account A, the amount is equal to 140 over 100 times X. And from here, this can cancel this. And we know that 14 over 10, we can use the trick. Because it's over 10, we can move just 1. And we are going to have 1.4x. So now this will be the amount. All right. So interest is equal to the principal times rate times time all over 100. So at this point, we are going to calculate the interest from here because the 11% is the rate for the simple interest. Then we have this to be the principal, for which we had 1.4x. From account A, we have the interest to be equal to, so from account A, the principal as we calculated from here is 1.4x times the rate is going to be the percentage we have here, which is 11 times the time. From the question we have 3.5 years, which is going to be 3.5 all over 100. So from here we are going to break it down. Now we know that 1.4 times 11 times 3.5, we are going to get 53.9x all over the denominator, which is 100. And when it is divided by 100, because the zeros are 2, we can move the decimal twice backward. So we have 1, 2, which is going to be 0.539x to be the interest. So this will be the interest. Okay, so now from here, since we have the interest to be this, then we need to calculate for interest in account B quickly. From account B, we have interest to be equal to, so from here, the principal is x times the rate, which is 10, because from account B, the rate was 10%, times the same time, which is 3.5 years. So we have 3.5 all over 100. So from here, we can cancel this and this. So now we are going to get x times 1 times 3.5. We are getting 3.5x all over the denominator, which is 10. At this point, because it has been divided by 10, we can move the decimal ones backward. So we are going to get 0.35x to be the interest in account B. Now the question made us understand that the interest accumulated to 22,580 Ghana cedis, 60 pesos. So this means that when I add this and this, when I add the interest in account B and the interest in account A, it needs to be equated to such an amount. So now we are moving on. 0.539x plus the interest in account B, which is 0.35x. When I put them together, it needs to be equated to 22,580.60. And this will be the amount. Now from here, we need to add this together. So we have 0.539 plus 0.35. So we are going to get 0.889x, which is also equal to the amount we have here. We have 22,580.60. And I hope after adding these two, you had the same answer as mine. Good. So from here, what do you think we are going to do? So basically, we are going to divide through by the coefficient of x. So I'll divide here by 0.889 and also divide here by 0.889. So from here, this will cancel this. And I have x to be equal to, then we are going to use the calculator to divide this. So punch it into your calculator for us to get the value of x. So from here, we are getting x to be equal to 25,400 Ghana cedis. And I hope you had the same answer just like what we have on the board. Good. Since we have the value of x, then we can now get the amount invested at 11%, which is also talking about account A. So now let's get the amount from account A. We have the amount to be equal to, and if you remember, after calculating, we have the amount to be 1.4x. And at this point, we have 1.4 multiplying the value of x, which is 25,400 Ghana cedis. So at this point, we are going to use the calculator again to multiply. So when I multiply these two, what did you get from your calculator? Okay, so we are getting 35,560 Ghana cedis. I hope you had the same answer. Good. So we still have the amount here. So this is going to be the amount invested at 11%. So my amazing viewers, we will end here for this particular question and see you in the next video. Take care, stay safe. Bye bye.